So, what is the story formula? Basically, you take your story idea and you plug it into these elements, and what should come out is a proper story. Here you have the outline for your story, and here you have the writing for that outline. Each letter in the outline represents a plot or a subplot. So you got the A plot, the B plot, the C plot, and the D plot. The A plot takes up 40% of the story, the B plot takes up 30%, the C plot takes up 20%, and the D plot takes up 10%. So there's 10 scenes here. And so in your story, your plots should have a weight to them, right? The plot with the most weight should have the most scenes, like the A plot, and the least important plot should have the lowest weight, so the D plot. And this structure is ordered in a way where it's evenly distributed among the list. For example, the subplots could be either a setting, or the subplots could represent a character point of view, right? Like this could take place in the castle, the B plot can take place in the forest, C can take place in the ocean. They can represent characters like, say, Game of Thrones. Like this could be Ned Stark, this could be Sansa, this could be Tyrion, and then D can be, I don't know, Arya, right? Or if you're doing just a story from one point of view, this A plot can represent your main character and what they're majorly going through, and then the B plot can be that main character's like romance arc, or the C plot can be that main character's family and friends arc, or the D plot can be like their symbolism or background image, background information character. So it's up to you how you want to structure your subplots in the outline. It's just there should be a weight to them. Right? You should have your most important story taking up the A, the least D. So once you have your plots figured out, right? So if you're world building, if you have a whole built world and you don't know how to organize it, it's like, well, place one of the elements of your world into these letters, and now it will be evenly distributed with the story, and they'll have their own weight. And this outline can represent either an arc or an episode, or, and then the individual letters can represent like the scenes or the chapters. So when it comes to actually writing out the outline into an actual story, you follow the sequence of these 4 modes of narrative. And how they can be generalized is stimulus is basically the conflict or the event that acts upon the hero. It's the obstacle that the hero must deal with in the scene or the chapter. And then after that, the hero doesn't make their decision yet. They first have to process it. They have to have feelings, an emotion, thought. They have to be curious. They have to have background. Maybe they have background information on the conflict. Give the reader an insight into their mental state before you reveal what the hero does, right? So that the reader is immersed in the story. It's also this idea of like manifestation, like before something can come into reality, it first has to be a thought, right? If you want the life you want. So after the stimulus, after the conflict arises and the hero processes it mentally, they make a decision. That's in the action. And that's where you can kind of describe more things in physical detail. And then they'll have dialogue, and action and dialogue can be interchangeable, but mostly you want to follow in this order. So after that sequence, that story beat, it continues until either the obstacle is overcome or the obstacle wins and the hero has to accept defeat, right? And we move on to the next scene. And what you want to do is you want to take, to begin, what you want to do is you want to take a character from one of these subplots, the main character, and look at the world from their point of view, their perception, right? You want to see the world, you want the reader to see the world with how that main character operates. And then the stimulus, the conflict, will be dependent on the subplot that's unique to that subplot that you're working with. So yeah, if you like this kind of advice, please make sure to let me know, and I will create more.